This week, Broadway is coming to East Lansing. The musical Moulin Rouge is gearing up to give us a show of a lifetime. And you'll have the opportunity to catch all of the magic. But first, we're going behind the curtain to figure out how this spectacular show all comes together. So with that being said, we are catching up with an amazing friend of mine, Kent Overshown. How are you?
So much for having me. I am doing so well, and it's so great to see you.
Well, long time no see, my friend, but not for long, because this week you're in town for the premiere of Moulin Rouge. But for those who are unfamiliar, tell us, what's in store for us?
The musical is based off of the movie that was released in 2001 by Baz Luhrmann. It is a bohemian love story set in the late 1800s, set at the Moulin Rouge Cabaret Club, the Can-Can Club. It's about a courtesan and a young American who comes to Paris and falls in love with her, and the hijinks that ensue, and the love that ensues, and the truth, beauty, freedom, and love that ensues. It's a wild, I say bohemian a lot because it truly is a bohemian love story, a wild sort of bohemian spectacular, beautiful lights. It's a feast for the senses. It's truly a spectacle to see.
Well, Ken, it is definitely a spectacle, and you can see all of those different elements even in the trailer. But like you said, it started out as a film back in 2001, but it seems like the show has been modernized, especially with the music elements. So can you talk to us about how this stage adaptation, even though it's the same story, how it's taken on a brand new format?
Indeed, speaking of the music in particular, our music supervisor, Justin Levine, who was absolutely brilliant, has taken music from a more current time and sort of added that in. So we've got a little bit of Beyonce, we've got a little bit of Rihanna, we've got some Lorde. Well, I am in the ensemble, so 8 times a week I am not in the background, but we are supporting cast members behind the leads who sort of tell the main story. But let's see. You know, I'm in quite a few numbers. There's lots of dancing, lots of singing. And when I'm not on stage, I'm singing off stage. There are people being tossed in the air. There are people being lifted. There are people jumping and doing all these beautiful things. And so there needs to be a little extra vocal support backstage. So I'm also giving that. But when I'm not doing my ensemble role, I am understudying Ziedler or Lautrec, 2 of our leads. So when they get sick or they're on vacation, or, you know, something else is going on, I am on for one of those 2 people.
First, Kent, I love what you just said. You're ensemble, but you are not in the background. And based off of what you're doing, you might as well be leading the show too. But with that being said, you know, we have to say go blue, even though we are in MSU territory. But as ensemble, your track is so taxing on the body, and you're doing this phenomenally, might I add, 8 times a week. But like you said, the second you get off stage, you're still singing. Plus, you're preparing in case you have to fill that understudy role at a moment's notice. So tell us, how has your education at U of M helped you and prepared you for this moment?
Changed my life. I'm not going to lie. I might get emotional if it weren't for U of M, for the experiences that I had there, for my professors, the humans that I got to interact with, the people who lifted me up, who helped me believe in my talent. In this industry, you need so much more. You need a particular type of guidance.
Okay, Kent, you're gonna make me cry because I have to say really quickly for a second, a long time ago when you and I were in Little Shop, you said something to me that was so heartfelt and I never forgot. You said, "Leap and the net will appear." So when you said guidance, I have to tell you that quote has guided me for quite some time. But of course, overall, this show is a love story with a lot of complex themes. But tell us, what about Moulin Rouge can audiences take home and apply to their own life?
We say it often: truth, beauty, freedom, and love.
Kent, I love that so much, and I love you. Thank you so much for joining us, and I cannot wait to see you and the entire cast break a leg. And just like you said, everyone, you can find truth, beauty, freedom, and love on stage at Wharton Center all this week for Moulin Rouge the Musical. We have that information below as to how you can purchase and win tickets. Plus, we'll have that on our website as well.